Hello and welcome back once again to the Wednesday night edition of Inside the Headset as we go down to Alabama and we're going to talk to the head coach of the Florence Falcons, and that is Coach Will Hester. How you doing tonight, Coach?
Doing great, Stuart. How are you?
I'm doing well. I've done 3 games, and then I crunched all that video and got it up, and now it's Rush as we race against Laura, and I got a good one tomorrow night. We got, you'll enjoy this one. You'll be able to watch this one. We've got Riverdale and Franklin. So that's 2 teams you used to play in your region. You played them when you were at Laverne. You had to play Riverdale, and then when you was over at Ravenwood, you had to play. When you was over at Ravenwood, you was the head coach, wasn't you?
I was. We played Franklin.
Yeah, you played Franklin. That's right. That's right. So anyway, Blackman's got Ravenwood. I'll get it right here in a minute. But anyway, enough of the past. You should have been in contest and getting ready for Muscle Shoals, and that ain't going to take place, is it, Coach?
No, they're known as a school across the river to us. But yes, we don't play them. They had some issues early on in the summertime with the virus and decided to push school and athletics back a few weeks, which put them out of the first 2 games of the season. And we shared a bye week and had the opportunity for us to reschedule the game, but they chose to schedule somebody else, so it ended up being a
So where would that put you for the season if we were to roll all the way out? Will you get a full deck of games?
Yeah, we'll still end up playing 10 games. So the first game, we were supposed to play Brentwood Academy.
Yep.
That game has been moved to September 25th, that bye week I just mentioned.
Right.
And that Muscle Shoals game is a forfeit, so we'll have 9 real games and a forfeit victory.
Well, did you? And so, even though they forfeit, you didn't want to backfill. You didn't. If you would have backfilled it and lost, would it have counted against you?
So what they would have let us do was play a game, a non-county game, which we had scheduled, and against Russellville, the Golden Tigers.
Yes.
Laura has canceled that game. So not only did we backfill it, but that game got canceled too.
Okay. And so you would, and you didn't want to try to go Thursday night?
Both of us had junior high games that night. Russellville had already played a game. They were dealing with some other things as well, so we just chose to cancel it.
Oh, wow, man. But you know what? You went all the way. You went all the way, Will. You gave it everything.
We tried.
You did. So Friday night with no games in Alabama or anything, or is there some schools going to try to play?
Yes, they're going to be a bunch of schools playing. Like Tennessee, a bunch of them moved it to Thursday. Our next opponent, Austin, which will be our first region opponent, they moved their game with Decatur High School to Thursday. So some of our coaches are going to go watch that game and scout. I'll be at our middle school game. Our middle school plays Coleman, but we'll open up in region play with the Austin Black Bears next Friday night.
How good's Coleman?
Coleman's pretty good.
I'd say so. Usually they are. Yeah, usually they are. In most cases. So with that being said, you knew you wasn't going to play. So what'd you try to work on this week, knowing you watched a lot of football? I mean, what was your biggest takeaway, knowing you got to see what you saw? I mean, out of the teams that played.
Yeah, I mean, we just really focused on ourselves, trying to be the best, group of Falcons that we can be. Our guys been through a long camp, 2 weeks longer than normal. So a little leg weary, if you will. So trying to get the legs back under the guys so that we can put the best effort and best team out on the field next Friday night.
Anything else you'd like to add since you're just kind of in limbo?
No, I mean, I enjoyed watching Inside the Headset broadcast of the Alcoa Blackman game last week. It was interesting seeing Coach Rankin, who I remember wearing short sleeves and a tie every Friday night.
Yes.
And an untucked polo and then having some sort of swagger thrown on the field for the player of the game after the game. Very interesting.
But you bring up an interesting thing. You are right. He wore a tie and a short sleeve shirt. I mean, he looked like totally different now that I remember him. And now you're right. It's like he's in a pair of shorts and gym shoes, and
Yeah, I'd say Alcoa's done good for Coach Rankin. Loosen him up a little bit.
Do you have a favorite Gary Rankin story you can share before you leave with us tonight?
I
Quick,
mean, there's a million of them. Most of them probably not for broadcast.
but
I
can
just always enjoy Coach Rankin. People give Coach Rankin a hard time, and they act like that he's kind of a cocky guy. But Coach, I think Coach Rankin's just kind of a shy guy. But the winningest high school football coach in the state of Tennessee. He's always been great to me. Anytime I've had a question or needed some help with anything, he's always answered the phone and gave me advice. And I can't say enough about the guy. Winning over 400 football games, but still taking the time to talk to his fellow coaches.
Well, and what's been the biggest thing you think that he taught you about kids and just coaching and trying to run a football team? What's one of the biggest things he taught you that you always?
I mean, it's obviously about one of the first things he'll tell you is you got to care for the kids. Pour into the kids, and Coach Rankin's been a father figure to a lot of kids, whether it be in Murfreesboro or in Alcoa and Smith County before that, and he's done a phenomenal job. To have the longevity that he has and done all the things he did. And to think about it, he's only lost 40-something games in his career. In his first season as a head coach, he was 0-10.
Yeah.
So 25% of his career losses were in 1 year.
Right. Well,
kind of crazy.
Well, Coach Hester, we appreciate you joining us tonight on the show, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Hopefully next week, and you'll be preparing for your next opponent, and maybe you'll have something to talk about them at that time, or maybe you'll can talk about what they've got going on or what you know. All right?
All right, tell Coach Edie I appreciate him rubbing it in that we blew that first game against Maryville, being up 28-7 there. Tell him I appreciate that.
I will see him tomorrow night, and I will address it with him that Coach Hester has to have a chat with you soon. So we will.
Some PTSD I've still got.
All righty.
For that.
All right. I'll talk to you soon, Coach Hester.
All right, man. See you, buddy.
All right, bye.